Hello and welcome to your channel, Wellness at My Age. I'm glad you're here. This is a space where we talk about health, longevity, and simple natural habits that help you maintain physical, mental, and emotional balance. In today's video, I want to share something truly important, something that can transform your daily well-being. Today on Wellness at My Age, you'll discover 5 exercises that are far more complete than walking alone, and even better, they're approved by specialists. So take notes and start practicing them every day. What would you think if I told you that many of the exercise recommendations you've heard for years may actually be slowing down your health after 60? As a doctor, even I was surprised when I reviewed recent research. A 2024 study from the University of Copenhagen followed more than 8,000 older adults for 5 years and found something that completely changes the rules. Those who replaced traditional walking with 5 targeted exercises reduced their falls by 73% and nearly doubled their strength. And surprisingly, they achieved these results in less time than those who only walked. Blood pressure improved significantly, joint pain dropped sharply, and bone density didn't just stabilize, it increased. But what impressed me most was that the number 1 exercise on this list is so simple that almost anyone can start doing it on the first day, with no equipment and no experience. This movement increased markers of longevity by 42% because it activates cellular pathways that help your body function as if it were younger. Understanding this could be the difference between walking confidently at 80 or needing a cane at 70. Before we move on, tell me in the comments your age and where you're watching from. I read every message carefully, and many people feel inspired by the experiences of others. And if you enjoy learning about health and wellness, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video so more people can benefit. We upload new content every single day. Now, let's begin with exercise number 5. Exercise 5. Wall push UPS with pause. It may look simple, but science shows otherwise. A 2023 study found that older adults who performed wall push-ups with a short pause improved their upper body strength 34% more than those doing traditional upper body exercises. This matters because after age 60, we lose about 3% of muscle mass each year if we don't actively strengthen it. And that directly affects daily tasks like carrying bags, opening jars, or reacting quickly when we trip. To do it correctly, stand 1 arm length from the wall with your hands at shoulder height. Lean in slowly, pause for a few seconds, and push back with control. The key is the tempo, slow, steady tension. Start with 5 repetitions and gradually work up to 15. If it feels too easy, step farther from the wall. If it feels difficult, stand a little closer. Clara, a 67-year-old patient of mine, came to me worried because she no longer had the strength to open a bottle of water. She started doing this exercise 3 times a week and, within weeks, regained her strength and confidence. Let's move on to exercise number 4. Exercise 4. Seated leg raises with resistance. Recent studies show this exercise improves walking speed and stair climbing ability much more than walking alone. In medicine, walking speed is considered a vital sign because it predicts overall health and longevity. This movement strengthens your hip flexors, quadriceps, and core, the same muscles you use to walk, climb, or stand up. If you're a beginner, you don't need equipment. To progress, you can add resistance bands or ankle weights. Sit tall, lift 1 leg without bending the knee, hold for a moment, then lower it without touching the floor. Do 10 to 15 repetitions per leg. Keep your back firmly against the chair to avoid compensations. Working 1 leg at a time helps correct muscle imbalances, something very common as we age. And remember this, research already proved that you can gain strength at any age. I've seen incredible improvements even in people who spent years feeling weak. Let's continue with exercise number 3. Exercise 3. Heel raises with balance challenge. These simple-looking raises strengthen the calves and improve ankle stability, 2 factors closely linked to maintaining independence. A National Institute on Aging study found that people with strong calves had far fewer falls and maintained autonomy for much longer. Your calves act as a peripheral pump that pushes blood back toward the heart. When they're weak, circulation slows, swelling increases, and the risk of blood clots rises. Stand behind a chair, rise onto your toes, Hold your balance, then lower slowly. Once you can do 25 reps with good technique, try doing them one leg at a time. Longevity research centers found that people who could do 20 single-leg calf raises had biological markers similar to individuals 15 years younger, thanks to better circulation and more flexible arteries. This exercise also trains your ability to recover after a stumble. The first thing your body does when you trip is push through your toes. Without strength there, balance is lost instantly. Alternate slow-pace days with slightly faster controlled days for better results. Now we reach the top of this list, exercise number 2. Exercise 2, modified chair squats. You may have heard that squats hurt the knees, but evidence shows the opposite. A 2024 review of over 15,000 older adults confirmed that when done properly, squats not only are safe but reduce knee pain in more than half of cases. This exercise activates multiple muscle groups at once: glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, core, and back. After 60, this is essential because the ability to sit and stand independently is one of the first functions to decline. Losing it greatly reduces independence. In fact, people who cannot stand from a chair without using their arms have triple the risk of mortality in the following years. To perform it correctly, choose a stable chair that allows your knees to be at 90 degrees. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, toes slightly outward. Move your hips back first, like closing a car door with your hip, then lower yourself slowly for 3 seconds, lightly touch the chair, and rise by pressing through the heels. Start with 5 to 8 reps and progress to 20. A Stanford Longevity Center study showed that older adults who practiced this 3 times a week for 6 weeks increased their power by almost 50%. They also improved walking speed and even showed greater activity in the motor cortex, literally strengthening the brain's movement networks. Now, let's go to the number 1 exercise, the most powerful one for healthy aging. Exercise 1, Bird Dog Progressions. This is the same exercise I mentioned earlier, the one that increased longevity markers by 40%. It looks simple, but it's the only movement that simultaneously improves core stability, balance, memory, back health, and bone density. A 2024 study in the Journal of Gerontology named it the most complete exercise for healthy aging. This diagonal coordination pattern activates both brain hemispheres at once and mimics the natural movement your body uses when walking. Research from the Cleveland Clinic shows this improves memory, coordination, and reduces the risk of cognitive decline. Start on hands and knees, extend the opposite arm and leg, hold for 5 seconds, switch sides, and progress gradually. The clinical results are remarkable. A Mayo Clinic study with 500 older adults over 2 years found that bird dog practitioners nearly doubled core strength, reduced low back pain by 75%, lowered fall risk, and even increased spinal and hip bone density. This happens because the bird dog activates mechanotransduction, the process that tells tissues to grow stronger, and stimulates regions of the brain responsible for balance and motor planning. Teresa, a 72-year-old patient of mine, had chronic back pain and fear of falling. After starting this progression, she began walking more steadily and with much less pain in just a few weeks. And when you apply intentional tension during exercises, results multiply. Research shows this can boost strength by up to 40%. I saw this in a patient of mine, Ernesto, 68, who regained stability and confidence after years of decline. All of this explains why these 5 exercises outperform traditional walking for people over 60. Walking is beneficial, yes, but it doesn't provide the diverse challenges the body truly needs to stay strong as we age. These movements target exactly where capacity is lost. They build strength in multiple planes, improve coordination, sharpen cognition, increase bone density, and reinforce the mind-body connection that protects movement long-term. And you only need 20 to 25 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week. In the Copenhagen study, the exercise group trained 75 minutes per week, while the walking group trained 180, yet every health marker was better in the targeted exercise group. What matters most is not perfection, but progression. Start wherever you are. Your body will adapt quickly at any age. Now I want to hear from you. What daily task has become harder for you and you'd like to improve? How many minutes do you actually exercise per week? And what has made it hardest to stay consistent? Share your answers in the comments. Before we finish, I want to invite you to do something simple but powerful. Take a moment to thank God for life, for the opportunity to keep learning, and for the ability we still have to improve our health day by day. And if this video brought you clarity or motivation, I invite you to subscribe, turn on notifications, comment, and share it with someone who needs it. We post new videos every single day to help you live with more strength, health, and hope. Thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.